The news shook the NFL world in a horrible way. On Wednesday, November 6th, the Dallas Cowboys and NFL announced the tragic news that Cowboys defender Marshawn Kneeland had died. He was only 24 years old. According to an official release from the Texas Department of Public Safety, Kneeland was involved in a traffic stop after a moving violation in Frisco, Texas, on Wednesday evening, November 5th. The police and Kneeland's car were engaged in a chase, and police lost the vehicle. Later, they found the car following a crash. Kneeland was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It is with extreme sadness that the Dallas Cowboys share that Marshawn Kneeland tragically passed away this morning, the Dallas Cowboys announced in an official statement. Marshawn was a beloved teammate and member of our organization. Our thoughts and prayers regarding Marshawn are with his girlfriend Catalina and his family. Now, details have surfaced about the final moments before Kneeland's death, and those details suggest that Kneeland was going through a mental health crisis at the time. Marshawn Kneeland told his family goodbye. Report. According to police dispatch audio obtained by TMZ Sports connected to Kneeland's death, the Cowboys player told his family goodbye and was experiencing a mental health episode. In the clip, operators in Texas are heard relaying information from Kneeland's girlfriend, who stated she received a concerning message from the 24-year-old and was trying to contact the defensive ends agent, TMZ notes. His girlfriend also said Kneeland was armed and that he had a history of mental issues, according to TMZ, and was quoted saying he would end it all. In the audio clip, Dispatch also said they were on the phone with the Dallas Cowboys. Police officials say the investigation is ongoing. Audio obtained by Heavy on Cowboys and is courtesy of BroadcastDefy.com. Audio player. I am shattered to confirm that my client and dearest friend Marshawn Kneeland passed away last night, Kneeland's agent, Jonathan Persley, said in a statement. Marshawn poured his heart into every snap, every practice, and every moment on the field. To lose someone with his talent, spirit, and goodness is a pain I can hardly put into words. Marshawn Kneeland's history with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys selected Kneeland in the second round of the 2024 NFL Draft as the number 56 overall pick. According to league research, Kneeland has posted 26 tackles for quarterback hits and 1 sack during his 2 seasons with the team. Kneeland appeared in 7 of 9 games this season, as well as 11 games during his rookie season. Just months before he was picked by the Dallas Cowboys in the draft, he lost his mother, Wendy Kneeland, according to the Dallas News. According to the publication, he carried the ashes of his mother, Wendy, in a vertically shaped urn, no bigger than 2 inches, on a chain around his neck. Our thoughts are with the Cowboys organization and Marshawn's family during this difficult time, the Dallas Cowboys shared on social media. One commenter noted, "Such a tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers are with Marshawn's family and friends." Another mourned, "Rest in peace, Marshawn. Praying for your family, teammates, and everyone who loved you." Whatever you might think of the Dallas Cowboys defense this season, which is likely varying degrees of disgust, we can all agree that whatever version the franchise rolls out in 2026 will have a variety of different faces. Chanel, a 2022 third-round pick, number 103 overall, is in the final season of his 4-year, $5.04 million rookie contract, and the Chiefs are already paying their other 2 inside linebackers, Drew Tranquill and Nick Bolton, big money. It's far-fetched to think they'll pay a third with Chanel, who is just as deserving. That opens the door for the Cowboys' get Chanel, who Knox is ranked as the number 9 free agent in 2026 in his latest top 50 rankings. Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Leo Chanel plays a specific role in Steve Spagnuolo's defense, Knox wrote. He's an early down run defender who didn't even reach 50% of the defensive snaps before the season. However, the 25-year-old has been terrific in that role and should be viewed as a very good defensive starter. Chanel appeared in all 17 games last season, finishing with 60 tackles, a sack, and 4 tackles for loss. He's on pace to surpass those numbers this season. From Big Ten star to Super Bowl champion. One of the things the Cowboys should consider in signing free agents next year is where they come from. Getting a winner like Chanel would be great for a locker room essentially devoid of winners. Chanel, 6 foot 6'3" and 250 pounds, was an All-American linebacker and the Big Ten Linebacker of the Year at the University of Wisconsin in 2021 and has played in 3 Super Bowls in his first 3 seasons with the Chiefs. The Cowboys could use a little more of that on the roster. They're currently ranked 31st out of 32 NFL teams in total defense. Cowboys just traded for inside linebacker. While there is no player on the defense for the Cowboys who is untouchable right now outside of newly acquired Pro Bowl defensive tackle Quinnen Williams, it's worth pointing out they also just traded for someone who plays Chanel's position. The Cowboys were the talk of the NFL in the hours leading up to the NFL trade deadline on Tuesday, November 4th, by making blockbuster deals for Williams and for Cincinnati Bengals inside linebacker Logan Wilson. Both should be in the starting lineup when the Cowboys, who are in a bye in Week 10, return to action in a Week 11 Monday Night Football road game against the Las Vegas Raiders. Still, Wilson might not be the answer the Cowboys are hoping for. And he's expensive. The Bengals signed Wilson, 29 years old, to a 4-year, $36 million contract extension before the 2023 season. While the Cowboys are only on the hook for roughly half of the $5.918 million he's owed this season, that number goes up to $6.55 million in 2026 and $7.21 million in the final year of his contract in 2027. Logan Wilson was a player the Bengals weren't using that much and had asked to be traded, ESPN's Dan Graziano said on November 4th. So they get a player from the only NFL defense arguably worse than theirs. The Dallas Cowboys made a splash at the NFL trade deadline by making a couple of big additions on the defensive side of the ball. Dallas acquired veteran linebacker Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals in exchange for a 2026 7th-round pick and added star defensive tackle Quinnen Williams from the New York Jets in exchange for a 2026 2nd-round pick, a 2027 1st-round pick, and defensive tackle Mazi Smith. Clearly, the Cowboys aren't ready to punt on the current campaign despite a 3-5-1 start. The trade deadline has passed, but that doesn't mean that there are no more options for outside improvement for Dallas. On the contrary, there are still plenty of productive players available via free agency, and the Cowboys were recently listed as a best fit for free agent linebacker Isaiah Simmons by Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report. While any team adding the 27-year-old would have to have a specific plan for him, he remains a top-tier athlete and an intriguing prospect, Knox wrote. He recorded 105 tackles as a linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals in 2021, and he allowed an opposing passer rating of only 81.9 as a true hybrid with the New York Giants in 2022. Simmons would be a logical gamble for a team that regularly uses multiple safeties in a rotation, or for one that could use an athletic run defender at the second level. That description sure sounds like the Cowboys, who could use some additional run-stopping help, even after their deadline additions. The addition of Simmons could be a pretty low-risk, high-reward move for Dallas. If it didn't work out, oh well. But if it did, then they could add a still young, athletic player at a reasonable rate. Simmons hasn't appeared in a game this season, so he should be fresh and ready to go if he does ultimately sign with the Cowboys or elsewhere. The Baltimore Ravens were also mentioned by Knox as an ideal fit for Simmons.